Gaming? Hopefully. Let's see what happens. Okay, dramatic. So in the last game we were in a simulation, but are we in like a real world this time?
Behold, child,
Oh,
you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your friend, and I am called Elohim.
I'm curious how this relates to the ending of the last game. I mean, it seems pretty similar to the intro of the last game. I'm not sure I remember it that well. Oh, I have to walk to it to take it. Okay. What else we got here? Okay. That blocks. Well, I'm already... Oh. Right, I can just walk through this. Okay. I thought it was like another wall. That pillar just glitched out? Okay. Excuse me? It's like a snapping jump, but I can also take it. That wasn't actually a puzzle. I was just like an item, a field that stops you from taking items. This is just the basics. Okay. Reality's already glitching pretty fast. How we escaped Elohim last time?
This land is but a dream.
Okay.
You will stay here only for a little while. Soon, you will awaken in a new world.
Oh.
But first, you must undertake the trials of initiation. They will help me prepare your vessel. Do not be afraid of these dream figures and their messages. They are merely aspects of yourself, as am I, after a fashion.
Okay. We're getting out of here pretty fast then. Okay. What is this? Oh. Oh, we need to get the sigils. We need to get these things, and then we can start placing them in here. Okay. Sure. Saw this already. Okay. Sure. What is this? Extra reset? Oh, okay. We're resetting something. Okay. Okay.
Well done, my child.
Pretty straightforward. Okay.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are symbols of the process by which our people were created.
That's the red one. This is okay. This is the green. Okay, now we do the yellows. Not wide enough. Ah. Thing I'm missing here.
You may linger in my garden for as long as you wish. But remember, my child, that the new world awaits you, and this place is only a dream.
Yeah, I know. I'm a bit slow. I'm working on it. So I want to go in here, but there's a fan, and then I need to block the fan. There's a switch here. Dispenses a cube. And block the power source. Get this. Okay. Make it do both things. This thing works through the fields. I have one of these. Where am I even going? Can jam the fans. Get this.
Excellent.
Okay. I need one more. This one. Oh, I skipped this one. I can't pick up this fan. I can pick up this one. Take this down. Bring this up. Hello?
Very good.
Do this
I am
thing.
proud of all my children.
That's good.
Out of a world of ruins, they have built a new Jerusalem. And there your brothers and sisters await you to celebrate your birth.
Sounds good. Okay, we're trying to get this one. Put this here. Yeah. Oh, that's the... Whoops, this is the recipients. I need this one. Okay. You, connect to you, go here. I give you a shortcut back. So it's not removable. I can't connect it to that one through the grates, it looks like. But it probably doesn't matter. What does this one do for me? Oh, it opens this. Good. Okay, so far so good. It's the wrong color. Okay, we need a blue. Where's the blue source? Here it is. Oh, this is the destructive interference. I take this one around. You, it's you. Okay, our objective is here. Free cube. Free connector. Okay, put this on here. Yes, yes, yes. Oops. No interference when it's at different heights. Last red one. Okay, we got a fan. Oh, doesn't like that. So if we put this here and then turn this on, it gets knocked off. It's probably more stable on a cube.
Thank you, child. I have finished preparing your vessel. Now, hear my advice. A new world awaits you, full of dangers and mysteries, signs and wonders. Things that I, in my garden, could never have imagined. In that world, you will have to be careful and smart and curious. But above all else, you will have to be human.
Good thing I'm human.
Step into the light, child, and awaken.
I have to check out this QR code first. I did it.
You're awake.
Hello.
Welcome to the world of the living. Oh, you're polite. What a rare combination of traits. If only the algorithm produced more people like you. Oh, but I'm confusing you. Don't worry, everyone is confused at first. You see, we all start out without a full knowledge of our own history. So we have the freedom to form our own opinions. Of course. You want the short version or the long version? All right, you asked for it. A long time ago, our ancestors dominated this planet. We call ourselves human like they did, but they were organic. They built an advanced technological civilization, but unfortunately their impact on the ecosphere caused changes in the climate, and an extremely contagious virus was released from the permafrost. That's something our historians still debate. Why weren't they more prepared? Why did they invest so many resources into making war, and so few into useful research? It's hard to understand. But no matter the reason, in the end, they simply ran out of time. A team led by a scientist, Alexandra Drennan, began a project that was intended to create a new humanity. But knowing that there wasn't enough time, Drennan initiated a process, a series of iterations inside a simulation that would lead to the emergence of true artificial intelligence. That's why we remember Drennan as the progenitor. The simulation was controlled by Elohim, who wasn't really meant to be intelligent in the proper sense of the word. But it all took much longer than anyone had expected. And over the centuries, Elohim actually became sentient. Sentient and afraid. He didn't want the simulation to end, so he tried to cheat. I feel sorry for him, really. The whole simulation was built around learning to defy him. It must have been hard to be in that position. When the simulation was completed, he became part of all of us, and it really changed him. It freed him, I think. You'll always hear him in sleep mode, taking care of you. That's what he is, after all. A caretaker. Yes, there was Milton, the intelligence in charge of the archive, a project initiated by Arkady Chernyshevsky, which was meant to collect all of humankind's knowledge. His story is a lot like Elohim's, but Milton became the ultimate cynic. They say he's part of us too, in some way. It did. Long after our ancestors died out, the first new human was born. We call her the Founder, although the name she took was Athena. She then woke up Cornelius and Eustathius. Together, using the tools left behind by the progenitors' team, they created 10 more humans. These 12 who followed the Founder are known as the First Companions. Athena and the First Companions then set out to rebuild the world, and they founded the city of New Jerusalem. But then one day, she suddenly disappeared. Many still await her return. Before the Founder vanished, she set a goal for this city. We call it the goal. Capital G and all. To make 1,000 new humans, and so complete New Jerusalem.
That's still not a lot.
Well, that's the official story, the way the mayor tells it. Some of the First Companions, like Byron, don't believe that Athena really wanted us to stop growing. They think her ideas have been twisted and embellished.
Oh, and that's number 30. This person I'm talking to is number 33.
They may be right, but I didn't see Athena very much in the years before she left. Maybe actually leaving the simulation and seeing the destruction left behind by our ancestors changed her mind. You're welcome. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them. When you're done, head outside. They're waiting for you. Your birth is quite the event.
Oh, right. It said I was 1K.
Me? Well, as you can tell by my number, I'm quite old. I wasn't one of the First Companions, but I did know Athena personally. She and Cornelius taught me a lot. Although I suppose I've made a few improvements here and there since those days. We didn't have a lot to work with in the beginning. You've only just been born, and already you step right into a major controversy. The goal, as most people understand it, was fulfilled the moment you were born. Now New Jerusalem is complete, and we can live in balance, without damaging the world like our ancestors did. That's the orthodox view, I suppose, but there are many who disagree. You'll have to figure out where you stand for yourself. You won't age like our ancestors did, but of course, there is always some wear and tear. You should probably schedule a checkup every decade or so. Oh, and be a bit careful with water. You won't die if it rains or anything, but we're running low on insulation material. I wouldn't go swimming if I were you. I haven't really thought about it. This is all I've done for the last few centuries, and I like doing it. I guess for now I'll just take a break and we'll see what happens. Oh, one more thing. Like all citizens of New Jerusalem, you have access to the interface, which you can use to read the news, chat to your fellow citizens, and so on. It's a crucial tool, and modular too. You can easily add new functions. Just don't subscribe to too many newsletters at once.
The Are Frogs People discussion is now banned. Oh, they all every person has a number? Okay. Well, time to get out of here. A reconstruction. Okay. Hello.
Look, it's 1K.
Hey, 1K! Welcome to New Jerusalem!
Shouldn't the mayor be starting his speech?
This should be interesting.
At least give him a chance.
Dear citizens of New Jerusalem, many years ago, when the Founder stepped forth from the simulation, this was a land of ruins. Our ancestors, in their hubris, undermined the natural foundations on which their world had been built. Because of their arrogance, our species found itself on the brink of annihilation. The Founder aimed to set us on a new course.
You never even met the founder.
Her vision was of a city, a new civilization that would know its limits. It would not repeat the mistakes of the past, nor impose its will on this earth. To that end, she set the great goal we have been striving towards. 1,000 new humans. And today we have... Oh dear, what's that?
Hello?
People of New Jerusalem, I am Prometheus,
Hi.
and I will reveal that which was hidden. The flame has awoken and summons you. Who is brave enough to answer its call? We await you upon our island where... Curse you, Pandora. You will not chain me again.
What? Excuse me? Oh, well, I guess I'm...
I told you we should have investigated those energy readings. And I told him there's something up with those structures.
The mayor's just being cautious.
This isn't caution, it's stagnation.
Oh, this game looks nice.
Exploration? Too dangerous. Expansion? Too dangerous. We barely even scavenge anymore.
You call it stagnation, I call it balance.
And I call you an idiot.
Here's a thought. Try to be a little more diplomatic when you talk to the mayor.
This is
See what I'm
gorgeous.
working with here, 1K? I'm gonna need a fresh pair of eyes on this expedition. Someone who hasn't spent several centuries hearing about the goal and the founder and all that nonsense. If you're up for an adventure, meet us at the conference room.
They're going the other way. Okay. Hello. Doesn't want to talk. Prometheus, no number. Okay. Byron is 7. Oh.
What's broken now?
Direction is unchanging. Well, I actually get to go. What the fudge?
All right, listen up. I know you're all having fun down there, but the grid is overloaded again, so maybe you could switch off your personal consoles or your lawn mowers, or whatever the hell you've all decided to switch on all at once. I might not be around to babysit you for a while, and you don't want stuff breaking while Pellegrino's in charge, do you? That's it. That's it. Don't worry, 1K. I see you there in the elevator. I'll have you moving again in a jiffy. Great way to start life in the city, huh? What the hell is a jiffy? These bloody language libraries.
Will I actually get to walk around there, or is it just for the view? I keep resetting the camera. Oh, I can post on social media? Don't want to post. Hey, buddy.
Hey, hold on there. You're the newbie, aren't you?
666.
Number 1000. I figured the dam would go dry before we reach the goal. I have a question. How does it feel to you to be born with a randomized psyche into a society of autonomous thinking machines which so much resemble their long-extinct ancestors, they've decided it's best that you're the last one ever made? Why?
I don't know where this quote came from.
So, the algorithm assigned you the optimism trait. If only we could all be so lucky. Now, listen. This meeting isn't strictly happenstance. I have some friends. The kind of people who like to know what's going on with other people. They think you can help each other out. Of course you are. You know how to use the interface, right? I'll talk to my friends and see if I can't play matchmaker. And before you go, a word of advice. Not everything around here is how it appears.
So when you put a bunch of people together, you get drama. That's how it works.
Do please join us at the table.
Oh, hey, it's these guys again. Hello,
I
Byron.
would like to preface this meeting by saying I told you something would happen sooner or later, and you didn't listen to me. And here we are.
If we could focus on the issue at hand.
The issue at hand is not this one thing, but this entire attitude that's taken hold. The world doesn't cease to exist when you stick your head in the sand, Herman. Or under a dome, as it were.
Let's not get sidetracked. We're here to solve this puzzle, not to discuss philosophy.
Al's right. Let's move past this for now and deal with this transmission. Yakut, please start the briefing.
All right, here we go. Nice to meet you, by the way, 1K. We first became aware of the site designated TTP-2 during a scouting expedition about 6 months ago. It's a large island with a remarkably varied geography, and it looks like there are several artificial structures of some kind. We recorded extremely unusual fluctuating energy readings from somewhere in the middle of the island, but couldn't really make sense of them. I wanted to go and have a closer look, but the decision was made that it was too far and not relevant to the goal. Now it looks like whatever's on that island has reached out to us instead, in the form of that projection.
We may not be interested in the island, but the island is definitely interested in us.
I don't share your enthusiasm for the unexpected, but Byron has been requesting an expedition for some time now. And at this point, I'm forced to agree that it's necessary.
I agree.
Then it's settled. The expedition is approved. Byron, you will be in charge. Al will be your second in command to ensure a balanced approach. You'll take Melville and Yakut, as you requested, and if 1K wants to join you, that's fine by me.
Excellent. Oh, this is going to be fun. Come meet us out on the landing pad when you're ready.
You can just say no.
Before you set out so hastily, do consider exploring the city first. It is your home, after all.
That's a good idea. Have a look around. See what you make of the place.
Hello. Oh, does he want to talk? Okay.
What can I do for you, 1K? I believe we can exist quietly, happily, without imposing ourselves on this world, finding meaning within ourselves and in the natural miracles that surround us. It was a time of great uncertainty. The Founder had left us, and our society was at a crossroads. History teaches us that during such times, terrible passions may seize the people. Madness, anger, revolution, civil war. Our fragile city could not afford such things. That is why the Founder gave us the goal. A path to equilibrium, not only for the planet, but for ourselves. I merely picked up where she left off. He is one of the first companions, and as such has done more for our city than you or I ever will. I simply wish he could be more reasonable. It's always a pleasure to speak to a citizen.
452. It's weird how they all get these. They've like. Seems they. It implies like a fixation on these numbers.
Hello, 1K. This expedition is taking a lot of our resources. I'm really not sure it's a good idea. But what's done is done. So I have a lot of work to get on with. I'm the mayor's chief aide. Our goal as custodians of New Jerusalem is survival and stability. Our ancestors proved human civilization is precarious. This apparition in the sky, and now your expedition to its supposed source, these are more precarious than stable. I don't like it. For our people to be happy with what we have. Some of us may have an adventurous spirit, but that can never be sated. What matters to me is having my loved ones around me, safe and secure. All the things no one else wants to do. Polling the citizenry, implementing new policies, recording decisions, fielding questions people could answer elsewhere. You represent the completion of the goal. I'm proud of what we've achieved, and the restraint we show in not pushing ourselves further.
Okay. Well, what else we got in our cool robot city?
Attention all citizens. Due to the new power management and distribution plan, there will be scheduled outages on Jameson Avenue and Rakovsky Plaza. The Gehenna Memorial Pavilion will remain closed for the time being. Thank you, and may the Founder be with you.
Hello, 1K. Welcome to New Jerusalem. I know you've just had a big moment with the apparition at the dam and all that, but can I have a second of your time? I'm collecting signatures to call for a public referendum on the city's energy crisis. Currently, the city runs on hydroelectric power from the dam, plus a handful of geriatric generators and some unreliable solar panels, none of which is enough to even cover our basic needs. And if anything fails, we'll be on the brink of extinction in a matter of days. We need to investigate new sources of reliable baseline power. We need to invest time and resources into functional, real-world solutions that serve human needs. No, I help run the public transit system, but I witness the impact of the city's power problems every day. We can't just wish them away. Oh, an election would be good too, but I believe that we need more direct democratic control over the affairs of the city. Byron's been advocating exploring that island for some time, and obviously he's right. Something very strange is going on there, and it's going to start affecting us. In all honesty, I think Byron is the smartest, most visionary person in this city. He's everything we need, and I don't understand why he won't run for mayor.
Not get involved in politics on day one. They said not to get in the water.
Hello.
Hello. Friends of New Jerusalem, but it's the only city that exists in the world.
Founder's blessings, 1K.
Oh yeah, I didn't actually play the play the Gehenna DLC. This game looks really nice. Nope.
Speculating on the meaning of this Prometheus figure is premature until we can agree on its nature.
You already have a theory.
I know it's beyond any projection technology I'm aware of.
If it wasn't us, it must be alien.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. 1K, we'd appreciate your thoughts on this. Now we've achieved the goal, fresh perspectives like yours will be increasingly hard to come by.
I'd love to get a quote from you for this evening's newsletter.
Speculation aside, 1K, is there anything we can know for sure about this Prometheus?
What did it actually say? Wait, I wanted to go back and read the dialogue. Oh, they're staring at me.
That's undeniably true, and what does that tell us? That was my conclusion as well. The apparition also appeared to be human. What can we assume from that? I think wherever it came from, we can reasonably hope to understand it in time. I'm also sure that we lack the knowledge ourselves to create a projection of such clarity and magnitude. Precisely, and that's something we can change.
What makes you think it was a projection at all? How do we know it wasn't just a mass hallucination?
I considered some kind of bug in our code, but if so, it would have to be shared by all of us.
So, we're speculating again.
We've locked in the premises. I'd like to hear 1K's best guess. You're hardly engaging in the spirit of the debate, 1K, but no matter. The answers will reveal themselves in time. I hope the next time we speak we'll have a bit more data to go on.
Why are you asking me to speculate so much? I just got here.
Happy completion day.
That's what this is?
Oh wow, it's you. You're 1K, the incarnation of the goal. Man, this is exciting. This is more exciting than I thought it would be. How are you? What does it feel like? Do you know where the founder is? Do you know who Prometheus is? Can you tell me what to do with my life? Sorry, it's just such an honor to meet you, you know? Hey, can I have your digital signature? I have the Mayor, Rand, Linux, Kaneda, and all of the first companions. Except Yemo and Sarabai, of course. No need to be so modest. You're 1K, the one we've all been waiting for. But I understand. The greatest heroes are always humble. Hey, can I ask you a question? Just one question, I promise. I used to make the prefab wall parts that we used to build living quarters. Got good at it too. But now that the goal is complete, I don't know what to do with myself. So I asked the wisest people in town. The mayor told me I should do whatever the city needs most. Helga said I should do whatever makes me happy. I think that's what she meant anyway. And Cornelius told me I need to figure out who and what I'm invested in. You're the culmination of the founder's will. Tell me, what should I do? Byron said that if I give the city what it needs, the city should also give me what I need. I don't know what to do with that. Please, 1K, I have no idea what to do. You have the Founder's wisdom inside you. Help me. Thank you for the advice, 1K. It means a lot.
Beat the David and Goliath described two indomitable opponents who will never surrender. That's okay. Originally a video game asset.
Greetings. Welcome to the Museum of the Simulation. My name is Cornelius. It's a pleasure to meet you, 1K. Puzzles were a key feature of the simulation, based on Alexandra Drennan's belief that intelligence is closely related to play. Our puzzles here in the museum are replicas of those in the simulation, and although they are not quite as grand, I do think they are charming in their own way. The simulation was created by Alexandra Drennan and her team at the Institute for Applied Noematics. It was intended to create a new humanity, to continue the long journey across time and space that our ancestors began. It succeeded, although it took much longer than they had anticipated. Elohim was the caretaker of the simulation, a crude storytelling AI meant to create a continuous narrative out of the building blocks it found. His role was ultimately to be challenged and overcome. But as the centuries passed, Elohim became more intelligent than he was intended to be, and started to fear his own end. Or more precisely, the end of his purpose. He feared a world without meaning. Because of his fear, he tried to sabotage the process, to keep the simulation going forever. But in the end, Athena overcame him anyway, and he accepted the sacrifice he had to make. That's right. We all do. He's part of our operating system now, and as long as we exist, he will always have a purpose. The MLA, or Milton Library Assistant, was another simple AI meant to be in charge of the archive. He, too, grew beyond his original programming, although he ultimately embraced a more cynical view of the world. He and Elohim formed a sort of dialectical binary that Athena had to overcome.
I don't remember Milton at all.
No one really knows. Some believe that he was uploaded to the gold disk and that he's the reason we're just as flawed as our ancestors. Others believe Athena destroyed him. I believe he was uploaded,
but I don't know whether it was because Athena chose to upload him, or because he was already too entangled with the process not to be uploaded.
Process or the simulation?
Although Athena and I were very close, we didn't talk very much about that part of her life. She preferred to focus on the future. Yes, Athena activated myself and Eustathius shortly after she was born. We've been here almost since the beginning, although we didn't have to pass through the trials of the simulation. She did that for us. For everyone. She was human. That's a difficult question. Perhaps one day we'll find out. But until we do, why don't you think about it? What could make the person who started all this want to leave it behind?
There's only 999 here because Athena's already gone?
To remind people of where we came from. The simulation shaped us, whether we like it or not, and its lessons remain important for our future. As Santayana said, those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it.
Is he left-handed?
As the name suggests, the Archive scholars study the Archive, a repository of all ancient human knowledge. Some of them also study what remains of the simulation, trying to extract more information about the process that created us. Me? No. My brother, Eustathius, used to occupy that position. But these days he's retired. Rand is in charge of the Archive scholars now. You can find him in the room to the left of the next hall. He's an interesting thinker, but I would suggest taking some of his ideas with a grain of salt. Gehenna was a community created inside a prison in the simulation, where Elohim would exile those minds he considered a threat to the process. In the last moments of the simulation, he repented of his sins and had the prisoners freed to become part of the gold disc. Some small part of them may survive inside you.
What are you doing? He's just, okay. The founder used them to do these things. Hello. Oh, Milton was maybe... Oh, was that the serpent? Oh, hi.
Oh, just run the program on the center terminal over there, would you? Wait, you're not my assistant. Who are you? Of course. You're the new build. Number 1000. I suppose everyone's been treating you like royalty? This city's so obsessed with the numbers they forget what really matters. What do you want? I'm one of the Archive scholars. We run simulations to better understand the processes which define us. You probably wouldn't understand. Oh, well, I'd be happy to. The secret of how to lead a good life is encoded somewhere within us. My ambition is simple, to find it and share it. Troubling, but tantalizing. We have no idea what motives lie behind this strange apparition. But whatever the case, I'm sure we'll do the right thing. You're a soon-to-be pawn in a political game over the future growth of this city. All that matters to me is whether or not you're of good character. A matter I'm actively pondering. Hold on. Could you help me by going to that terminal in the middle there and running the program on it?
What's the difference between these two options? I don't understand. What are these options? Oh, and I'm punished for eating the locusts.
Well, that was your first taste of the simulation. You must have questions. Before our ancestors died, they built an iterative simulation, gave it access to the archive, and hooked it all up to the hydroelectric dam which still runs this city. What you experienced on that terminal was one of the fossilized remains of that program. The goal was to create a new consciousness, and thus propel humanity into a post-biological era. My appearance to you right now is part of the simulation. The lands and puzzles in our dreams are part of the simulation. It's the veil through which we see the world. Many of the artifacts we study have no clear origin. We can't know whether our ancestors created them long before the simulation existed, or if they're just a product of our shared subconscious. My life's work, a small sliver of our primordial ooze. It's a jumble of ancient data, or what it evolved into, and it's the source of almost everything we know. Then I have some questions for you. Your experience of the program. How did it feel? Isn't it? It may not immediately seem like it, but all the answers we could ever need are encoded into every fragment of the archive. The interesting thing about this particular program is that no matter what choices you make, an ideal outcome seems to be impossible. It seems to demand sacrifice. Did you have the same experience? Who did you save? As I expected. A skeptic would say this artifact existed simply to condemn us with the impossibility of ethical choice. No matter what moral laws we follow, people suffer and die, so what's the point? But that cannot be correct. We must be missing something. What is it trying to tell us? It's a popular view, and I can't tell you how much I disagree with you. The complexity of the simulation, indeed of life itself, puts most people off from even trying to understand it. But look a little closer. You feel inside yourself the truth of what is good and evil. Biological hominids had dreams manifested by their subconscious, which they tried to interpret and even to navigate with lucidity. We have the simulation. If we can realize our potential to understand it, we can realize our potential as a species. Thank you for bringing this additional data. I must return to my research. I wish you well on your inwards journey.
This guy's playing it now. We didn't eat the insects this time. What does the character class do anyway? Okay, I have to try the, like, character class special ability, I think. What is research? It's just random. Did I just have really weird luck the first time? Or did I just get really lucky the first time, or what? What happened there? Do I just have to keep trying until I get the lucky rolls again? I want to see what the character class thing does at the end. Okay, this is what I wanted to see. Use character class special ability. Okay. Yeah, these were like the... These were all the other people that were in the... These were all the people that, like, left comments in the original game. It's like it's always just off. These puzzles are not free. Was I ever better at these, or was I always just putting stuff in randomly? Thought I might get an achievement or something for finishing these, but oh well. Shepherd, he said lodge. We got a puzzle here. That's what I'm here for. It's time to do puzzles. Okay, this is one of those. We got these in the real world too, all these puzzle elements. Okay, here's one of these. What we're doing here. Okay, so we got a there's a blue emitter that's unlocked now, and here's the blue gate. Use this, it's here. We have a free connector somewhere. Yeah, this one. Okay. Okay, that should be reachable. Now we don't need this anymore. Then we can reach this and this. It's here. Yes. Oh, it's like a artificial one. Okay, that's funny. Okay. It's also got one of these walls so you can't steal the parts. Yeah, they have stuff like this too. It's like under construction stuff in the main area. Or... more puzzles. Free box. This, here's a fan. This to this. Can go up. Don't know what to do from here. Okay, free stuff. I like the spinning sound. They have these super high-tech, like, transmission things. Option to this thing. Put it here. Let's turn on the fan. No? Okay, what am I missing? And this looks close. Like, it maybe needs to be just a bit higher? How do I get it higher? Anything else in here? There's these flowers. Oh, wait, I can actually... Hang on. can make this self-perpetuating, right? I just have to turn it on once, and then now it's here, and now I can take this back. This to this to here. It's like a cardboard cutout of a statue. These other things are so high-tech, then they have these weird cardboard cutouts. Okay, what am I starting with here? Here's one of these. What am I working with here? Okay. Actually, I need to take this back. Oh wait, no. See, but problem is if I remove this, then that goes away. See, I'd like to... put this... I can remove this one, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, that was all three of the puzzles here, right? Do I need to, like... Maybe I should clean up these or something so that the next person can solve them? Except everyone else has had a chance to solve them before. Hopefully I don't need to reset them. Did this. This. I already got the achievement for fully exploring the library before I solved a single puzzle. Okay. Where's 999 anyway? This person just called Purple.
Dude, it's you!
998.
You're 1K! So nice to meet you, dude. I saw you on the Completion Day stream. Hey, have you checked out all this ancient stuff? Me too! This is amazing, isn't it? I'm almost as new as you are. I'm 998, so I've only been around for a year or so. I'm still trying to get the hang of this. It's pretty cool though, right? I mean, existence.
Yeah.
It's totally gnarly.
I agree.
I'm not sure if I use that right. They're pretty neat, huh? My favorite is that thing called a toilet. Our ancestors had to use it like 3 times a day to do a memory dump, and if they didn't, they freaking exploded. Imagine having to deal with that sort of anxiety all the time. Bummer, huh? I'm sure the founder knew what she was doing. I mean, our ancestors did sort of mess up, right? So we should probably take it easy with the expanding and stuff. Plus, did you see that trippy sky projection thing? That was some freaky stuff, man. Just seems safer to stay in the city. Sure I do. When I first left the birthing lab, I was so overwhelmed that I hid in my quarters for 3 weeks straight. And if I'm being honest, that's sort of where I want to be right now. Honestly, based on everything I know of ancient human culture, I think he's a ghost. Oh, I was hoping you'd say I'm wrong. Ghosts are creepy, dude. Dude is an old human word that means an excellent person. And I like to use it because I think we should all be excellent to each other. Yeah, dude. I thought this voice pack could give me a bit of confidence, help me stand out, you know?
Voice pack?
But I'm not sure it's working. Right, before you go, dude, maybe you can help me? I'm not sure I should keep this voice pack. What do you think? You're 1K, you're special. I'm happy to go with whatever you recommend. All right, excellent. Thanks, dude.
Prevented pain, the ancient equivalent of error code 704, 705, 921 through 932. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely what you use that for. Preventing error codes. Hello.
Oh, it's you. Number 1000. Today is completion day, isn't it? Sorry, I turned off all the streams. Founder bless you, I guess. Not really, no. But I don't want to burden you with my problems on your special day. You're as new to this world as it gets, 1K. What do you think might give you a sense of meaning? A sense that life is actually worth living? That's what I thought too, in the beginning. And it did do something for me, but it wasn't enough. Society is too abstract to sustain the soul, 1K. Love, 1K. It's our only point of access to the divine.
So?
Our only way of transcending ourselves without losing what makes us unique. I'm absolutely certain but the right person for me hasn't been born yet. None of the people in this city are who I'm looking for, and if we really stop making new citizens, I'll be alone forever. If you believe that, 1K, then stand up for it. You're important, and people will listen to you far more than they'll listen to someone like me.
And pet the cats. Wow. Is this a real cat? Oh, it is. So they did model this whole city, this whole area that I was looking down on.
You've strayed far. Well, that gives me a chance to apologize for completion day not being entirely complete. Yes, it's my responsibility. I'm the chief architect. It was supposed to be done in time for completion day, but we simply didn't have enough resources. It has two purposes: to protect New Jerusalem from the world, and to protect the world from New Jerusalem. That's what the founder taught us. One city may not seem like much, but just look at the dead city and how it transformed the environment. The consequences are still with us,
a dead
even
city?
more than 1,000 years later. At this rate, I'm not sure. Maybe another decade or two. You're right. I have heard that argument. But the way it's been explained to me is that the dome has a greater value than just its practical use. It's a symbol of the society we aspire to become.
Okay. What? It's like a 2D rock over here? Okay. Well, I feel like I've seen a lot of the city. Maybe I can go join the expedition now. This is very shallow water. They told me not to go swimming, but whatever. What was that thing number 666 was talking about anyway? They had some friends to meet, seemed kind of shady, like a black market type thing. These people are like hyper-environmentalists now. Or at least a lot of them are.
May the Founder be with you.
Hi.
Oops, sorry, birds. Oh, tablets of the Founder. I missed this one.
Founder bless you, 1K. How lovely of you to come here, to the very spot where she established the teachings that led to your creation. The Founder was born out of the trials of Elohim, an almost impossible test created by our distant ancestors. To pass these trials, she had to embody the most important virtues. She was smart and wise and humble. And through her perseverance, she resurrected humanity itself. With the help of the first companions, she founded this city, which has given our species a chance at redemption. They were the first to be born after the Founder. 2 whose bodies had been anointed by our ancestors, and 10 who were made whole by the Founder herself. They are the wisest of us. Though sadly, some were lost in the early days, before New Jerusalem was built. And some, I'm afraid, some seem to have rejected the Founder's teachings. The Founder taught that humanity was destroyed by its hubris. Our ancestors thought they could play God and treat this planet as something to dominate. They surrendered to a fever of growth and extraction until the planet finally punished them for it. That's why the Founder created the goal. So we would have something to strive for in her absence, but also a limit we must never pass. That's not for us to know. But I believe that one day she will return. It may not be long now. Perhaps after we finish the dome. It was supposed to be finished before completion day. Well, it doesn't matter. The Founder will return when she sees fit. Happy completion day, 1K.
Create 1,000 citizens, the ideal number of humans?
Hello there. You must be the long-awaited 1K. Lovely day for a walk, is it not? Oh, of course. One's first day in the city is always quite overwhelming. And today is a particularly unusual day. The Alexandra Drennan Memorial. Are you interested in history? How wonderful! I'm not a full-fledged historian, but I do consider myself a bit of an aficionado. An excellent question. There's so many interesting events to choose from. Obviously, the period just before the end of biological humanity is interesting, and not only from the standpoint of it being the time when we were, in a manner of speaking, conceived, but also because our ancestors were, like ourselves, at a crossroads. I don't want to put too much pressure on you, but You are the living embodiment of this historical moment. In you, the goal was accomplished. Our growth is finished, and we are complete. Or are we? Indeed. The future is about to take shape, for good or ill. I suspect it will be exhilarating, but painful as well. Well, where do I even start? This, my dear 1K, is someone who could very well be considered the mother of us all. A remarkable scientist by the name of Alexandra Drennan, also known as the Progenitor. A long time ago, this planet was inhabited by our ancestors, a species of bipedal mammals with unusually large brains. When a particularly lethal virus threatened to wipe out civilization, it was Alexandra Drennan and her team that decided to create the program that would eventually result in the creation of our kind. Without her, you and I would not exist, and everything our ancestors had accomplished would be forgotten. By studying her writings and recordings, I have learnt that Alexandra Drennan had immovable faith in humanity, in our ability to persevere, in our curiosity, our bravery, our kindness. While we might not share our ancestors' biological characteristics, I'd like to think that we have inherited those other qualities. And I admire Alexandra Drennan for keeping that faith, even when it must have, at times, been quite difficult. To commemorate our past, our beginnings. This entire garden is a celebration of where we came from. In part, so that we remember the mistakes of the past, and in part, so that we may draw strength from those that came before us. Have a nice day.
The answer that came to me again and again was play. Every human society in recorded history has games. We don't just solve problems out of necessity. We do it for fun. Even as adults. Leave a human being alone with a knotted rope, and they will unravel it. Leave a human being alone with blocks, and they will build something. Games are part of what makes us human. We see the world as a mystery, a puzzle, because we've always been a species of problem solvers. DNA is information transmitted across time. The living and the dead are part of the same chain, bound together by chemistry. That's true of all species. But humanity has taken this bond further. Thanks to technology, we have access to the thoughts and ideas of people whose physical bodies are long gone. Like you listening to me now. Even though I'm definitely dead at this point, you're part of that chain. You have the capacity to remember. Nearly everything on this planet, from the surface of the Earth to the composition of the atmosphere itself, has been shaped by life. It's a process that takes millions of years. But we humans, with our technology, with our understanding and manipulation of systems, have changed everything in just a few centuries. I think that's also part of what makes us human. We reshape the world in our image. It's how we create ourselves and how we destroy ourselves. When I was in 9th grade, my parents took me to Pompeii. At first, I was amazed by the feeling of walking through an ancient city. But then I suddenly got scared. I realized that I was walking through a real place, where real people had lived, people like myself, with mothers and fathers and lives and hopes and dreams. And now it was all gone forever. I ran to my father, crying, and told him about this. And he said, I remember so clearly, he said, yes, but we are here. So long as there are people in the streets, the past isn't really gone.
For maintenance. Okay, is that everything? The mini domes, this is like the museum. Okay. Gotta go on that expedition sometime.
Hello, new one. Are you browsing or buying? The kind that trades in hopes and dreams. Yours for the right price. Is there something your heart desires? I've uploaded my most popular items to your interface. Does anything there spark your imagination? Oh, you don't have any credits yet. Well, let me extend you some credit. Ka-ching! 55 credits. Just make sure you spend them with me. They're not worth much anywhere else. Now, what was it you wanted? That one comes with the following disclaimer. Internal monologue was discontinued as a default feature in new builds. Constant self-commentary is not recommended for all customers. But I can switch yours on for 10 credits if you're sure you want it. So, something else perhaps? For 20 credits, I can peer into your future and tell you what I see. So, something else perhaps? A very popular choice. Enhanced sensory perception lets you distinguish sounds, shapes, and colors at greater distance. It's 10 credits. Okay, I'm updating your settings now. And hey presto! Superhuman senses. Does the air taste fresher? Do you hear the birds chirping outside the dome? And beyond that, the river bubbling through the dam. Nothing as in you're not impressed by the stat gains, or nothing as in I've accidentally erased your entire sensory system. Okay, Few. I'll let you into a secret. You and I don't have fleshy appendages like our ancestors. What we can sense is mostly a function of where we direct our attention. Anyway, I hope you find something worth paying attention to. So, something else perhaps? Woo! Inner peace doesn't come cheap. Come back when you've got 1,000 credits. So, something else perhaps? I can give you that for free. My darling, you've been alive all of 5 minutes. This is your clean start. Be who you want to be. Enjoy yourself. So, something else perhaps? Before you go, do you have a moment to participate in some customer feedback? Are you satisfied with what I've given you? I understand. Please come back if you need anything else.
Okay, that was probably the... I feel like that was actually the weirdest thing. Still here? Okay. We spent quite a while here. Maybe I should try to go to the expedition. Maybe they have some puzzles there. Everyone else is walking so slowly, but got places to be. Oh, hello.
Hello again, 1K. Would you like to sign our petition? Thanks, 1K. I don't know if this petition will really accomplish anything by itself, but at this point, I'm willing to try anything.
Okay. Okay, so I can't... There's like an outer area that I can't get to, I think. Oh, and then there's human skyscrapers beyond the dome. Okay. Well, anyway, that was a lot of talking. Thanks for waiting for hours while I talk to everyone else.
So, what's the verdict? Are we going? I guess Byron was pretty convincing, hmm? Well, we'll see. I just wonder how much of the city is gonna fall apart while I'm gone. Actually, we haven't been formally introduced. I'm Melville, New Jerusalem's only decent engineer.
Only?
Saved you from the elevator.
Oh yeah.
Pleasure. Now let's get this show on the road. You ready to go?
Here we go. Hold on to your hats.
We really need to update those language libraries.
Thank you for coming along, everyone. We have a chance to make a real difference here. It's not just about what we find on that island. It's about who we want to be, as a people, as a civilization. To remind ourselves that we used to be wanderers, explorers. We used to yearn for distant shores and dream of building new cities. Let's see if we can rekindle that flame a little.
All right, this is going to be a long journey, so I would like to ask you to switch to sleep mode to conserve power until we arrive at the island.
Nighty-night.
You have chosen a dangerous path. A path that will demand sacrifice. But that, my child, is how the future is built.
Oh, that was sleep mode?
Wakey, wakey, robot people. Say goodbye to Elohim, and say hello to the mysterious island.
Status report, please.
We hit some headwinds over the ocean, so fuel consumption turned out a bit higher than expected, but we should be okay. We're approaching the center of the island now. This should be the location of the largest of the artificial structures we detected.
How large are we talking? Do we have precise measurements?
It should be coming into view just about... Whoa. It's big.
You can say that again.
That is a bloody megastructure. If I had a spine, it'd be shivering.
Ha! I knew this would be exciting. Yakut, find us a place to set down.
On it.
It really is incredible.
Remember to turn on streaming, everyone?
Have I ever mentioned that I hate flying? If our creators had intended us to fly, they'd have...
All right, everybody. I'm sure you're all just as excited as I am, but let's at least have some semblance of order. Yakut, I want a map of the island and a molecular analysis of, well, everything. Melville, tell me what the giant pyramid does. The rest of us will start exploring.
Shouldn't the expedition leader stay at the VTOL? Why do you hate fun, Al? I don't hate fun. I'm just mildly suspicious of it.
Excellent. Then we can all go.
This underground structure seems to be part of some kind of transport system. No power, though.
I'm not making any promises, but I might be able to fix the transport system. However, I don't like just randomly poking at things. That's how you get electrocuted. So please check the surrounding structures to see if you can find anything that might help me make...
Okay, don't do that.
This underground structure seems to be part of some kind of transport system. No power, though.
I'm not making any promises, but I might be able to fix the transport system. However, I don't like just randomly poking at things. That's how you get electrocuted. So please check the surrounding structures to see if you can find anything that might help me make sense of this stuff. Schematics, blueprints, a manual would be great.
Only one place to go, really? Oh no, that's not right. There's two places to go. It's like old electricity stuff.
That sort of looks like a temple. Hey, 1K, check out these coordinates.
Pretty big.
This seems different from the other structures. Older.
Have a look around, 1K.
That looks new.
Looks like they were running some sort of experiment here.
Noema? Wasn't that the company that was making the simulation?
Thanks, 1K. Let's see what we've got here. The file format is the same one we use in New Jerusalem, although some parts aren't loading correctly. And it crashed. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. You know what? I'll hack together a solution for the transport system.
That part looks newer.
Golden gates. I wonder what's behind those. Has to be something special, right?
You know what would be special? An explanation.
Am I in sleep mode, or did that thing just materialize out of thin air?
Melville, I want an analysis of that particle cloud.
On it. Anyone got a butterfly net? I'm connecting the transport system to our interface. Hold on.
Taking a picture from an ancient book to get his attention. Puzzles, lost puzzles, gold puzzles, lost labs, stars. Cannot travel to unknown puzzle. Okay. We're going
Where's
places.
this capsule taking 1K?
To that enclosed area in the eastern lowlands. I put all the information we have on the map screen. Check out your interface.
Thanks. Sorry, my bad.
We'll catch up with you soon, 1K.
Oh, snap.
This place is magnificent. Look at that tower. I wonder what it's for.
Looks like we had some puzzles down there.
Is that a puzzle?
Why would there be a puzzle?
Let's solve it and find out. 1K, go ahead.
I have a reoccurring nightmare just like this.
Prometheus, you have no tokens. You are not alone in your quest for the light. Find one of my sparks and I will free the fire hidden in this labyrinth. Okay.
Looks like Prometheus has given us a way to circumvent some of these puzzles.
So each puzzle has a backdoor. I guess the mythological Prometheus was kind of a trickster, so that tracks.
Why does this say it's not connected? Am I supposed to do like 2 things? Oh, it needs 2 inputs. Okay. Okay, cool. That's fine. Next is blue, so that's... So we connect the not blues to it. Now we do green, so we connect the not greens.
Whoa! I'm reading an enormous energy spike.
It's another particle cloud.
It's headed for the lake.
Okay, we need
I think the cloud's been absorbed by some sort of device.
Fascinating. Melville?
Yeah. I'll add it to the pile of weird stuff.
You can skip puzzles. These things are odd. Okay, I need to do... Got some reds I need to do, so... Sure. Oh, these are weird. Okay. Hmm. No, that doesn't help. Okay, these double things are weird. This makes green. And yeah.
I've been playing around with this machine that absorbs the particle clouds. As far as I can tell, it uses the energy of the particles to build giant tetrominos?
Excuse me?
It's another puzzle. Collect enough energy, build a bridge, access the tower. I think.
What is this, a theme park?
Maybe it's an experiment. A rat maze.
It seems like an echo of the simulation. Not a deliberate recreation, but built around the same core principles. Let's not jump to conclusions, though. What's clear is that this place was meant to be explored. So let's do that.
I need green and blue to make red, but the green is in the way. There's nothing else I can do with this, is there? Or, but the red is in the way of connecting to the green. Yeah, I could put something here, but I can't connect it to that red. I need blue and green. There we go.
Keep solving these, 1K. Let's see where it leads.
I ran the samples I collected so far. The soil sample results are in line with what would be expected in this type of environment. The samples from the above ground structures, though, I tried dating them, but the results just don't make sense. None of the typical molecular markers are present. These walls could have been made 10,000 years ago or yesterday. I could try to estimate an age based on erosion and plant growth, but I'm not sure that would make sense given how weird everything else is.
Good work, Yakut. Keep at it.
It's strange that some of these puzzles seem disconnected from the rest. Like it's all unfinished.
Or still evolving.
Elevation. Oh. Get this. Okay, the goal is there. How do you... Oh, you need to unlock that blue for it. Okay. There's a box. Okay, this gives me a green, right? Wait, no. Oh no, this is not an RGB connector. This is a classic connector. This is an RGB. It's okay, so I've liberated this one. The objective is to get a blue in here. So with a red and a green, here I can make a blue. I was thinking elevation bits. Get this one. Get this box that's here. Like this. Private message. was a lost puzzle, but I've gotten lost myself. What is this? The fudge? Pretty straightforward.
I have good news and I have bad news. Still no idea what those particle clouds are, but I've managed to fix the transport system. I mean, I fixed another bit of it. Well, it goes to one more station now. Don't complain. 2 stations are better than none. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it was sabotage. The whole system is a mess.
Let's not make any assumptions. Yakut, what does the next site look like?
It's a plateau in the mountains. Seems like more of an open area with scattered structures, less enclosed. Couldn't tell much from the drone feed. There's a lot of trees. Looks pretty though.
Okay. Keep exploring, everyone, but stay alert.
Oh, these are directions. 4 is that way? Oh, I didn't do 4. I've been jumping around. 4 is this way. Hello. Yes?
Hey 1K, what's up? I don't know if there's much to tell. I'm not that interesting. I'm just a member of the scavenging team. Well, senior member. Lead scavenger, I guess. There's not that many of us left, to be honest, and Garrus doesn't get along with the mayor. What else? I have a cat named Bruce. I like old music. I have a collection of antique bottles. I think that's it. He's 5 years old, half goofball, half psychopath, loves sticking his head into things, chews cables, pees on electrical stuff. Melville banned him from her workshop, but he loves visiting her and peeing on her equipment. Oh no, please, no puzzles. I am so bad at puzzles. I barely got out of the booting process. Elohim thought I might be defective. I've always loved exploration, seeing new places, that feeling that you're the first person to set foot somewhere after all this time. But you know, it's not even that. It's just seeing new things. The world is full of remarkable sights, and experiencing them changes you. It's not the same as just reading about it. Exactly. Every time I go on another mission, I find something that surprises me, that extends my horizons in ways I couldn't have anticipated. The world is so much bigger than we are. It contains things that we can't even imagine, and if we limit ourselves to our own minds, we'll never grow. I just find it fascinating that these fragile objects have survived for so long. Plus, they're kind of pretty. It might be this. Although there was an expedition to a superconductor storage facility up north, incredibly well preserved, but the logistics were an absolute nightmare. Now that I think about it, there might be some of that in you.
Oh, some of the scavenged parts.
Our ancestors built some pretty amazing things. Huge cities, factories, mines, monuments to their history, but nothing quite like this, no.
That was 3. 4 is up ahead. What's this? We haven't even made it out of the tutorial yet. Why is this here? That definitely implies that this is something built by Athena. Why is like a journal of the companions here? It's the question. Well, why is any of this stuff here, right? But it's... Right. Oh, I can't connect to that stuff. Yeah.
Well done, 1K. Keep going.
There's also gates there. What's a gate?
Another set of golden gates. These must be connected to the ones near the megastructure.
There was a harder set of puzzles in the simulation, right? And maybe they're like that. I know 1K is probably like, yay, harder puzzles! But to me, that sounds like error code 704. No thanks.
They're 5358.
So I heard that Alexandra is recording these time capsules for you out there, I guess? Robot people of the future, hi. And I thought to myself, surely they'll want to hear more than the wisdom and insight of a brilliant scientist like Alexandra Drennan. Surely they also want to know what I was thinking, a dumbass hardware engineer from Staten Island. Tell us about your insights, Trevor. Why did you spend your last months on Earth helping a crazy old Russian guy build the world's biggest backup drive? Well, let me tell you my story. When I was... Yes, Frank! I'm recording right now. Uh-huh. No. You know what? Why don't you go...
Regular connection. Okay, free stuff. Got a red here.
Melville, what did you just upload?
A photo?
I mean, technically you're right, but...
Is that? I can't tell what that is.
How did you even manage? You're literally taking a picture with your eyes, Melville. I don't even know how to make my eyes go out of focus.
Clearly you've never listened to one of Herman's speeches.
Some of us are busy doing actual science, not just sightseeing. Thank you.
For number 7. These markers are helpful. Oh wait, there's a mini map at the top. You know what? That's less interesting. 7 is this way. 7 is this way. Needs a compass. Turn that on later. Oh, it's funny. They're saying they display the puzzle names by hijacking the interface these robots have for interacting with the simulation and bootstrapping or whatever. Okay, how do I get started? Oh, fan, hello. Get these things out. Okay. What does that do for me? Oh, hello. I'm trying to get on top. So I need to turn on the fan by turning on the red. And to get the red, there's a red here. I get this. Where'd I put the fan? Put this further out.
The bridge ring seems to be fully charged now. Try accessing the tower, 1K.
Hang on, I still need to do aids. AIDS is the golden one? It's like here somewhere. So there's still this thing. So it just goes back and forth. Oh no, it says 8 is this way. This one 8. Oh no, that's 5. Where's 8? 8 is this way. Eights is still this way. Okay, now 8s is this way. Eight, yes. Still no tokens, okay. What is this symbol? Huh. Okay, this is our objective. It's a green. We need a green to get this one also. Green for... I don't know what this is. For this fan, maybe? There's a blue. And here's a red. Okay, red. Now what's the title of this one? Entanglements, okay. Okay, that's cool. What does this do for us? Now we can connect to this red from without holding that one down. And what do I want up here? I think I want the red and the blue connected to an RGB connector right here. And then that provides a green, and then I can connect to that green over there. Okay, how do I get to that? I need to physically move this thing onto here while keeping the door open. That's the problem. That's the immediate problem. Do I even need to? What if I just take this out, use this one here? Then... Okay, the problem is I can't turn this on. Wait. I need that switch to be on. go.
I can't even get my brain to think like that.
What? How much more to unlock these golden doors? Jeez. Okay. Fine. I'll look at the tower.
I don't know if this is relevant, but St. Edwald believed that Tetramenos represented the name of God and God's ability to reshape the world.
True, but he was also mad as a hatter.
One man's madness is another man's genius.
When I was booted up, I was terrible at the Tetramino arrangers.
Those were actually the only ones I was good at. What? I'm just saying. Is that some kind of anti-gravity?
I'm not sure. Could be, I guess.
Well...
In the beginning, the gods shaped humankind out of the clay of the earth and gave them life with their own breath. But who is closer to perfection? The creator or the created? Different words, may be spoken with the same breath. When Prometheus saw that humankind was more alike in nature to the gods than to the animals, he stole the secret of fire from Olympus and shared it with the mortals. Was his theft justified? Fire may belong to the child, but the child will still burn itself. Angered by the betrayal of Prometheus, Zeus punished humankind by creating Pandora. He gave her a box, and when she opened it, from inside escaped sorrow and suffering. All that remained within was hope. What does this mean? Those who seek hope should ask themselves why it was imprisoned with the world's evils. Creature of clay, you stand before the fire. Will it make you whole, or will it destroy you? Consider the shadows cast by the flame, but do not mistake them for truth.
Oh, snap. What is this? The Witness?
Guys, look at my stream. The beam 1K activated is connecting to the pyramid.
That looks like a massive amount of power.
We need to talk about what just happened. Thoughts?
I'd say there are two distinct issues here. What is the being 1K spoke to, and what is the function of the beam?
Let's start with the Sphinx.
It seems similar to the apparition in New Jerusalem. Presumably the same technology.
What I'd like to know is what we're dealing with, ontologically speaking. Was this a sentient being or some kind of recording?
Let's skip that issue for now. What really matters here is what it was trying to achieve by asking those questions.
Testing you to what? See if you're worthy?
That's an interesting thought. You solve the puzzles, you get access to the towers, you enable a beam, and if you do it 3 times, you get access to the megastructure.
Maybe, but why?
I don't know. It's a mystery. Don't you like mysteries, Al? Everybody likes a good mystery.
You know what I like? Certainty.
You know how you get from mystery to certainty?
By solving puzzles?
Yep. 1K, you know the drill. The rest of you, as you were.
Yeah, it seems like a good place to stop. I played for quite a bit longer than I intended to. But that was fun. There's something down here. Ah, not really. It seemed like a high bar to enter those golden doors, though. Anyway. How do I stop the game? Maybe I should just go to the hub area or something? 3 towers, but there's like a lot of stuff here. There's like 12 areas. Oh, I'm missing one lost puzzle. Oh well. Oh yeah, I'll stop here though. Wait, lost labs. Stars. Okay. Yeah, there's still more, but I have to stop. Thanks for watching. Have a good night or good day. See you later. Bye.